The story of the Trojan horse stands out as one of the most iconic and dramatic episodes in classical mythology, detailing the clever ruse that led to the fall of Troy. This narrative, immortalized by Homer in the Iliad and further elaborated in the Odyssey, has shaped our understanding of the Trojan War and its participants. However, what if the Trojans had not fallen for the Greek trick involving the wooden horse? Exploring this hypothetical scenario not only reshapes the narrative of the Trojan War, but also prompts us to reconsider its historical and cultural impacts. This video delves into the historical context of the conflict between the Greeks and the Trojans, examines the traditional account of the war's conclusion, and speculates on the potential ramifications of a Trojan victory over the Greeks. Historical background of the Greek Empire and the Trojans. Before delving into the mythical narratives, it's crucial to understand the historical and cultural backdrop against which the story of Troy is set. The Greeks, more accurately referred to during the Homeric age as Achaeans, Mycenaeans, or Danans, were part of a complex civilization that was rich in culture and known for its architectural and artistic achievements. This civilization was centered around city-states such as Mycenae, Sparta, and Athens, each with its own king and governance system, and was characterized by its maritime prowess and expansive trade networks across the Mediterranean and beyond. The Trojans, on the other hand, inhabited the city of Troy, located in what is now modern-day Turkey near the Dardanelles. Historically known as Ilion, Troy was a significant cultural and commercial hub that played a central role in the ancient world due to its strategic location between the Aegean and Black Seas. Archaeological excavations, particularly those led by Heinrich Schliemann in the late 19th century, have revealed several layers of occupation of Troy, suggesting a long history of settlement and conflict, likely including the war that inspired the epic tales of Homer. Mythology. The Trojan War began with a dispute among the gods. At the wedding of Peleus and Thetis, Eris, the goddess of discord, threw a golden apple inscribed with "To the fairest" among the goddesses Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. Paris, a prince of Troy, was chosen to judge the contest. Each goddess offered him a bribe. Hera promised power, Athena promised wisdom and victory in war, and Aphrodite promised the most beautiful woman in the world, Helen of Sparta. Paris chose Aphrodite, who helped him abduct Helen, the wife of Menelaus, king of Sparta. Outraged by the abduction, Menelaus called upon the other Greek kings to honor a pact and help him retrieve Helen. A coalition of Greek forces, led by Agamemnon, king of Mycenae, sailed to Troy to lay siege to the city. The war lasted 10 years, with many famous battles and duels, including those between Achilles and Hector. Achilles eventually killed Hector in revenge for the death of his close friend Patroclus. According to legend, Achilles was dipped into the river Styx by his mother Thetis, rendering him invulnerable except for his heel, where she held him. This myth of invulnerability made Achilles a formidable warrior in the Trojan War, feared by his enemies and revered by his allies. However, his eventual death came from a seemingly minor wound to his heel inflicted by Paris with an arrow, highlighting the vulnerability that even the greatest heroes possess. The historical ending and its impact. Traditionally, the war concluded with the Greeks deceiving the Trojans through the use of the Trojan horse, left as a supposed peace offering, which the Trojans brought inside their walls. The Greek soldiers hidden inside the horse then opened the gates for their comrades, leading to the sacking of Troy and the end of the war. This story symbolizes not only the cunning and ruthlessness often necessary in war, but also the devastating consequences of pride and failure to heed warnings. The fall of Troy had profound implications, both in the mythic and historical narratives. It marked the decline of the Trojan civilization and paved the way for the rise of the Greek city-states as major cultural and political powers in the Mediterranean. It also reinforced the Greek ideals of heroism, loyalty, and cleverness, which were immortalized in their literature and arts. In this alternate history of the Trojan War, the Greeks' cunning strategy involving the Trojan horse fails when the Trojans, guided by the foresight of Princess Cassandra and the skepticism of the priest Laocoon, uncover the hidden Greek soldiers inside the wooden structure. Suspecting a trap, the Trojans investigate and discover the hidden Greeks before they can launch their surprise attack. This swift action leads to the capture of Odysseus and several other Greek warriors, thwarting the Greek plan to infiltrate and destroy Troy from within. With their deception uncovered and their best warriors captured, the Greeks are left in disarray. Seizing this opportunity, the Trojan leadership, led by King Priam, his son Hector, and the warrior Aeneas, decide to take the fight to the Greeks. At dawn, the Trojans launch a surprise counterattack on the Greek camp. The unprepared and demoralized Greeks, already weakened by their failed stratagem and the loss of key commanders, are overwhelmed by the determined Trojan forces. The battle is swift and decisive, with the Greeks forced to retreat to their ships, abandoning their hopes of conquering Troy. Returning victorious, the Trojans celebrate their triumph within the city's fortified walls. King Priam and his council, buoyed by their unexpected success, praise the courage and resilience of their people. Hector, the city's greatest warrior, is hailed as a hero, and the city is filled with hope for a lasting peace. Cassandra, often dismissed for her dark prophecies, finally sees her warnings heeded, bringing a sense of vindication and a cautious optimism for Troy's future. This alternate ending to the Trojan War depicts a different fate for the city of Troy, one where cleverness and vigilance outweighed deceit and surprise. Instead of falling to the Greeks, Troy stands strong, its walls unbreached and its people united in victory. This version of the story not only changes the course of ancient history, but also highlights themes of resilience, foresight, and the power of unity in the face of adversity. Implications on history and literature. A Trojan victory could have led to a significant boost in the city's stature and power, possibly allowing Troy to become a dominant force in the region. This shift in power might have altered the political landscape of the ancient Near East, influencing the development of trade routes, alliances, and cultural exchanges. Literature would also have been affected profoundly. The narrative of a victorious Troy could have given rise to a different tradition of epic storytelling, perhaps one that emphasized the virtues of vigilance, wisdom, and strategic thinking. The tales of the Trojan survivors and their descendants could have formed the basis of an alternative literary canon, influencing subsequent generations' views on war, peace, and cultural identity. Conclusion. The question of what if the Trojans had not accepted the Trojan horse invites us to envision an alternative history where Troy did not fall, fundamentally altering the subsequent trajectory of Western civilization and its cultural heritage. Such speculation not only enriches our understanding of the past, but also underscores the importance of critical decision-making in shaping future events. By reimagining the outcomes of the Trojan War, we gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate interplay of history, mythology, and literature in crafting our collective memory. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button below if you enjoyed. For more historical fiction and conspiracy theories, subscribe to Parallels Past. If there are more historical fiction videos or conspiracy theory discussions that you would like to see, comment below.